Yo, you know where I just left. I just wanted to make a quick video about competition and why competition is your best friend. Nowadays, competition isn't really promoted for the most part. You know, there are a lot of kids growing up with participation trophies and all that whatnot. That doesn't help. That doesn't help anyone. In order to improve yourself and to get where you want to get to, you need a healthy amount of competition in your life. You need that competitive mentality, because there's nothing more motivating than seeing someone else with what you want. Nothing. If you see a guy with $1 million and you're making minimum wage, you're gonna be motivated. If you see a guy with you pull up to the club and you see a guy, he has 5 chicks around him and he's by himself, and you're with your boys and you guys got nothing, you're gonna be motivated. You're gonna want to know how to become that guy. And I'm gonna be honest, those people who get to those positions are the most competitive. They have that competitive nature inside of them to strive and to be better than the next man. And nowadays we're often told, oh, don't compare yourself to anyone, don't pay attention to anybody else. But truth be told, we are social creatures. Now, another person must not be the focus of your life. You can't constantly think about this person, but using people as motivation is one of the best things you could do as a human. It's the way you drive yourself forward, because you get unhappy with your position and you see others in a better position. That gives you that drive. That builds up the drive. That builds up the fire inside. You know, they often talk about plumos, or fire in the belly. And that's necessary. The way to get that fire and really increase that fire and make it a big, huge fire is to just be competitive. To look at people who are in better positions than you and really ask the proper questions. How did he get there? How do I take the steps that he took? What steps do I need to take? You need to be asking all these questions, because without asking these questions, you will be stagnant. And this isn't a gendered topic. This is both men and women. I can't give too much perspective on the woman's side, but if a woman sees another woman who has her makeup all done, who has her hair all done, who has a beautiful figure, she's gonna get motivated. She might start skipping some meals because she's like, oh, I gotta get this flat tummy. Or she might start working out because she wants to get toned up. These things are very motivating, and this is healthy. It's healthy to look at someone else who is better than you in certain areas and then want to strive to be as good as them, if not better. That's 100% healthy. That's a healthy part of the human condition. It is unhealthy to fixate on them. If all you think about is how you can become this person, that's unhealthy. But simply looking at another person, seeing where they are, and wanting to strive for that, that's healthy. That's what everybody should do. If you look at kids, little boys, they see their fathers and they strive to be like their father. Or women, they see their mother and they strive to be like their mother. This is just natural. We as people, we mentally use other people as motivations, and we base our lives off of that in a sense. I don't believe when someone says that they truly do not give a fuck what other people think. Yes, you may like to live your life how you like to live it, but that does not mean that you don't give a fuck what other people say or do. There are only a small selective amount of people who actually genuinely don't care about what other people think of them. And even some of those people who you might think genuinely are like that, go ask them what their mom thinks of them. Or ask them what their dad thinks of them, or their girlfriend, you know? A lot of these are very dependent, you know? See, what you don't see with these people is you don't see the years of them actually caring about what people think. and then using that as motivation to improve themselves. And then they improve themselves so well to a point that they actually don't care what people think, because they have improved themselves, but they use the motivation from other people. It's necessary. What other motivation would you have to become the best version of yourself if it doesn't involve other people? No, I genuinely want to know, because I want to get to the bottom of these things. But from what I see, the best motivation is using other people, seeing where they're at, and just striving to be like that. I have a best friend who, since we were kids, he was always like way better at athletics than me. Like he was faster. I wouldn't say stronger, because but he was faster than me, quicker, jump higher. He could just do more things athletically than I could. And that fucking hurt because here we are, just two best friends, chilling, doing whatever, playing soccer, and this man's fucking hitting fucking 4.2 100-yard dashes like nothing. So what I did is I tried to become more skillful, and I trained my skills. I maybe should have trained athletics, but I trained my skills in these athletics. So in soccer, because we used to play soccer a lot, in soccer I improved my ball control. I would do all these tricks. I'd figure out all this, I'd figure out the technical side of the game, and I'd really improve that, because at this time I didn't think that I could get to him athletically. And now I realize that was like a fixed mindset. But what I did try to do is I improved my skills, and it worked out. It really did work out. I got much better, and yeah. Moral of the story is, when you see someone who is better at you or better than you at something, use that as motivation to become the best version of yourself. You will be surprised with the results and just how much fire you can find in yourself when you have like someone who you're trying to surpass. You'd be really surprised how much fire you could find inside yourself. And it doesn't even have to be a specific person. I often hear about all these greats and the winning mindset. The mindset it takes to be great at something. This isn't the conventional wisdom, but this is what all the greats say. Their biggest motivation was shutting up haters or shutting up people, imaginary or not. They have been motivated so highly by the opinions of other people's that it strive them to be great. Michael Jordan said it himself. Because how he got so good is he was so motivated to prove the haters wrong, to shut everyone up. Because there's the whole story of he was kicked off the basketball team in whatever grade, and stuff like that really fucking motivated him. He was so motivated to seek the approval of others, and that is part of competition. Because you are not competing to simply, more often than not, you are not competing simply to get a one-up. You're competing because you want people to recognize that one-up. That is part of the human condition. That's just natural. Now, it may not be the healthiest thing for your mind, but if you want to improve and you want to strive for true greatness, or strive for the best version of yourself, you got to use that motivation. It's the best motivator out there. It really is. Competition is key. That's how we've gotten where we are today, because people of the past who have created these nice things and made all these nice inventions, they were motivated by seeing something that wasn't perfect. They saw an item and decided to improve upon it, and that's healthy. That's how we've progressed this fucking far, because we were in healthy competition with each other, and we strive to improve ourselves through healthy competition. Moral of the story, moral of the day, don't go. Fucking car try to crash into me. But yeah, moral of the story, use competition. It's very healthy, and it's one of the best things humans can use as motivation to achieve their goals.